On today's show, he was our first guest on the premiere of The Voice of Onewheel, and he's been sidelined for weeks after a nasty spill on the slopes. So catch up with Bodhi Harrison, one of the top riders in the community and winner of all things Float Life Fest last year, as we find out how he's recovering, what he thinks about the new XR, and most importantly, the topic of today's show, board mods. That's right, folks. All you modders out there, this one goes out to you. We've got fangs, grill savers, training wheels, whatever you want to call them. Enough is enough, and I'm here to tell you why. It's time to go full boom nose, so strap it on, folks. It is Luch Dog in the morning, and this is the voice of Onewheel.
In the morning.
Welcome back, folks. It is your boy Luch Dog in the morning, hanging out with you on another Voice of Onewheel. Oh boy, Belly is already cracking up. Belly Matt LaBelle producing the show from across the stage. What is up, my man?
Adam Hilliker says, I'm strapping it on.
Thank you, Magic Robots. We love you. Bodhi Harrison joins us today on the show. Bodhi, how are you from Steamboat Springs, Colorado?
Tired, but hanging in there, man.
Listen, Bodhi is upset right now. Bodhi, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to just vent. What is up with your classes?
Well, I'm a full-time student and I work full-time. So for the last 3 months, I've been working and going to school 7 days a week, waking up super early every single day and doing a lot of snowboarding. And it's just like, I'm tired, man.
I'm tired, dude. And not to mention he's rehabbing the hell out of his back, which has been a whole mess. So we'll do that, and we'll let you guys know where he's been. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we're on the YouTube channel, TTR Studios. We do appreciate you and Bodhi's time, and we've got a whole lot of stuff to mention. We've got Flight Fins pre-order starts tomorrow, folks. Belly, are you pumped?
Man, I'm pumped. I don't even have a one wheel.
I can't wait. I know, dude. Bodhi's over there rocking it. Bodhi was also in the commercial for the XR. I felt stupid because I asked him, you ridden an XR yet? And he's like, yeah, dude, that was me in the commercial. Oh, my bad. So, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. We are going to do a lot about board mods today. We'll talk about how you can get your flight fenders pre-ordered. That is a fender that doesn't have the top on it. So, I really appreciate that because I don't like... Bodhi, I don't ride with the fender. I know you think I'm crazy.
Does it not rain where you live?
Well, I don't ride in the wet. If it's wet, I don't ride. And I know you think that's crazy, but because I like to ride mainly in grass, like 80% in grass, my tire is my gauge on how wet the ground is, because sometimes it looks dry, but you can see by how wet your tire is this actually dry? Or is it just like damp?
You can also see by all the water that just gets flicked up onto your shoes and legs.
Well, so if I look down and I'm on the grass and my wheel is soaking wet, I know it's too wet to ride. But if I have a fender, I won't know any better.
Too wet to ride on the grass.
Yes, this is true. Which is all I really want to do. But you guys don't care what I want to do. You care about Bodhi and where the hell he's been. So, Bodhi, what is up with you, dude? Are you okay? Are you alive?
I'm alive. I'm making it.
Tell us, man, what happened?
Like I said, I've been going to school a lot. I go to school in Steamboat, Colorado. So it's been winter. It's been really snowy, and it's been a really shitty season. It's been like really warm, and then it gets cold, and it snows, and then it's warm. And so I've had so many opportunities where it's like almost melted enough, and the streets are drying up because they salt the streets, and I don't want to kill my boards with snow salt. And then it snows again. So all winter it's been too snowy, and I've been too busy to get on my one wheel. So I haven't been able to put out any bangers recently, but the time is coming.
Go to YouTube and check out Bodhi Harrison's YouTube channel. He is one of the top riders in the community, if not the top rider in the community. He won all the awards running away at the Float Life Fest last year. He's like 19. He's made of rubber. He is incredibly talented. He's one of the best paddle. What is it that you do? I want to get the name right.
I'm a whitewater paddleboarder, so I river surf and race downriver on paddleboards.
So this dude knows what he's talking about. I want you to tell we have a lot of new riders that listen to the show. And I know we've got a lot of dot pros and people that are in the communities, but for the new riders out there, why would the street salt, why would that kill your board? Why does that matter?
Oh, so the boards are they're waterlocked, but what happens is they salt the streets for snow, and then that salt melts into the water as the snow melts. So it's like salty water, and all the rubber gaskets that seal all your like super important electrical components, it eats away at it, and then it allows water to get into your board. And I think there's a way that they can tell that the salt gets into your board, because I remember seeing it on Onewheel's Instagram early in the winter, where they're like, we do not cover warranty if you get salt from the roads in your board.
Now, you're pretty close with Onewheel. Can you tell us about your thoughts on the warranties and stuff? Because I want to get to where you've been. So actually, I'm going to write that down. We'll go back to that. Tell us where you've been. You've had a big back injury. What is it that has been keeping you, other than, I mean, are you okay? If you guys didn't see the spill, I mean, dude, like, I'm so glad you didn't break your neck.
Yeah, dude, it was really scary. I was trying a new trick. It's called an underflip. It doesn't look like it at all, because I just threw it super wrong from the get-go. But it's basically doing a backflip, but I come from straight and go off axis and do pretty much like a 180 as I do a backflip. And it's like a really hard and technical trick. And as soon as I threw it, I just threw it too hard. And you can see, like, I was like started to go for a grab, and then just like opened up and tried to slow my rotation.
Yep.
And then I came around, and you can also see, like, I tried to like dip my nose of my board into the ground to like catch some of my spin. Totally missed that and just went straight to my back. Luckily didn't hit my head, because I was wearing a helmet, courtesy of Hard Headed here in Steamboat, an awesome helmet shop, and just destroyed my back, man. I hit it and I instantly locked up. Like, I legitimately was temporarily paralyzed. I couldn't move at all.
Really?
And I'm not a bitch. I'm sure some of you that saw me take some slams at Float Life know I'm not a bitch when it comes to falling.
We thought you were made of rubber. That's why I said it. We're pulling it up. That's why Belly has gone to the screen of me. He's pulling up the video so that people on the live stream can actually watch it.
Cool.
But yeah, because there's a moment in there that I actually noticed you have your oh shit moment, because I can almost see it in the middle of the air where you realize, oh, this is going bad. Like, did you know immediately it was wrong?
As soon as I left the lip of the jump,
really?
I knew it was bad. Yeah.
Oh man, because like you're right. You could tell, like, if you want to slow your rotation, like, think about it. If you see ice skaters spinning, they get real tight and they spin really really fast, and that's also how you can. I remember Bodhi was telling us that's how he does his 360s. He starts really far out with his arms, and then he pulls them in to get real tight, and that creates the spinning motion. But if you want to do the opposite, he wanted to slow his rotation. You can see him. He almost kind of like squirrel suits it and tries to open up. Is that what you're doing, trying to slow down?
Yeah. So with like flips, it's similar to spins. It's just like when you crunch up, you'll flip faster. That's why, like, when people do like double and triple corks on snowboards, you like throw it and just get as tight as you can, and you just like spin. And then when you open up, like, you don't really have to do anything with your arms, but like when your body opens up and straightens out, it slows that rotation. So I tried to slow it down, and I didn't slow it down enough.
But you slammed your head, dude. You slammed it hard, man. I mean, like, your head hit back on the ground. So, like, I mean, you went full paralyzed there for a second? I mean, seriously?
Legit, dude. For probably 30, 40 seconds, I was on my face. You can see as soon as I hit, I don't move. I just slide down. And I was on my face, couldn't move, couldn't breathe at all. I'd never knocked the wind out of myself to this extent, to where I wasn't even, like, wheezing. My lungs were locked. My body was locked. And I was just on the ground. I was like, I'm dead. I'm dying here. I've just fucking paralyzed myself. And then 30, 40 seconds went by, and I was just hanging in there trying to pull a breath. And then I finally, like, my body freed up, and I was able to, like, sit up and, like, open up my lungs. Like, I pushed back and, like, opened my lungs up, and finally it was like, it was like I came out of the water after almost drowning, dude. It was so gnarly.
What's going through your head at that moment? I have to know, because I mean, I dislocated my shoulder last week, and it's nothing, you know. And I had that moment of like 3 seconds of like, am I okay? Am I okay? Did I break it? Is it all right? I can't imagine if I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, no.
Take us through what that felt like.
As soon as I hit the ground and like wasn't able to move, I was like, I was like, I might have broke my back. I might have just paralyzed myself. Like, I was totally panicking. And then as soon as I could move, I was like, all right, I think I'm okay. Like, my back definitely hurt. And I actually kept riding down the mountain and hit the rest of the terrain park. And it was like hitting rails and stuff like that. And then I got to the bottom.
You hit stuff after that?
Dude, I kept riding after that, bro.
You're a crazy man. You're an absolute
But
crazy
as I
man.
got to the bottom, dude, I took my board off my feet and
Yeah.
like chilled for a second and was like, oh my God, my back is broken. Like I legit straight called my mom. I was like, Mom, how's our insurance? Um, like I need to go to the hospital right now. And she's like,
So what happened?
gave
What was the injury?
best
Are you
advice
okay?
ever, though. She gave me really good advice, like moms always do. I love my mom. My family's great. She's like, just wait. Don't do anything now because backs can like flare up and it's probably just really inflamed right now. Just like hang in there. Go get ice and heat pads. Take some ibuprofen and go to a chiropractor tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
I gotta say that is the calmest mom about
Yeah.
an injury I've ever heard.
I told my mom I was a little tired. I've been a little tired lately, and she freaked the F out. Like, what? What do you mean? What's wrong? What's going on? Like, I can't imagine. Mom, I think I broke my back. That's take some Advil.
I'm hurt.
Go to a chiropractor. Your mom's the best.
She is the best.
Wow.
So I ended up next day went to a chiropractor here in Steamboat called Lifted Chiropractics, and they're super duper 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 awesome, super cool people. And Dr. Josh over there is like really good, super talented guy. I had 7 vertebrae knocked out of place.
Oh.
And my neck was like really tweaked up here. My lowest vertebrae was like way out and like up, like my upper back in between my shoulder blades was just like totally worked.
And you didn't need surgery?
No surgery, nothing broken. Josh just like cracked me back together and then actually did some injury recall on me, which is really cool.
What's that?
Which is like when you get hurt, your body has like the reflex, kind of like when you touch fire. So
Okay.
like when I broke my collarbone, I dislocated that shoulder, I broke my arm, I had a shin splint in my leg from dancing.
From dancing? What? Wait a minute. I need that story.
I was at a school dance my senior year, and I was like jumping around to that song, Jump Around, and I was wearing high tops, and I landed on somebody's foot, and instead of rolling my ankle, since I was wearing high tops, my leg flexed. And since I'm still young and my bones are still kind of like bendy, it flexed and ripped the muscle off my leg.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm just thinking of you getting injured. All the things you do, and you get injured at a dance.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so fun. Injury recall is just like telling your brain that those things aren't injured anymore so that it doesn't like use those parts of your body like they're injured.
So what, like meditatively? Because a lot of us are on the DL right now from the Onewheel. Not that it is a dangerous thing, but it can be if you use it wrong, or if you nosedive and aren't ready, or if you have like wheels connected to your board for a nosedive that are just going to make you fly and keep going out of control instead of learning how to ride the right way. You can get really hurt. So, I mean, we're about to show a clip of you literally injuring yourself. And I want to know how you went through this recall. Was it like meditative, or was somebody like walking you through this? Was it through like virtual reality? How does that work?
No, so basically how it works is he'll activate that area of your body, and then it's in my feet. So like when you're laying on your stomach or your back, he activates that muscle by doing like a pass over it. And then he like does a certain thing with your foot and like ticks your foot, and then that's what tells your brain to forget about that injury.
Oh.
And then do a resistance test where like before he does that, he'll activate it and push on your arm, and like it'll just go, and then he resets it using your foot, and then activates that part of your body again and pushes, and then like you're solid.
That's amazing. I mean, I want to look at a little bit more research into that, because I don't know. We're just showing the clip of that, man. It's just, you look like you really took a bad spill. I'm glad you're okay. Let's get into a little bit more Onewheel talk. I'm glad your back is all right. Real quick, I know, like, I mean, we're going to break in 5 minutes, so I'm just going to do a quick bit of story time here because it's funny, and I think everybody can relate to this, and it has nothing to do with Onewheels. It's literally 2 minutes. I go outside yesterday to get my car and go to get a lunch, whatever. And so I get in my car belly, and there's this little kid who loves me because of the Onewheel. He's like 8, and he's in our apartment. We live in an apartment complex, and this kid lives in the apartment complex, and he's running around, and he always sees me. He's got his little tricycle and whatever, and he does his old thing. You can tell he loves, anytime he sees me, he's like, oh, it's Gadget Guy. He calls me Gadget Guy. So, okay, I like that. I think that's funny. Anyway, this kid there's like a snow pile that's 3 feet next to my parked car, and he's got a stick, and he's just smashing the snow pile into my car. as I come down from my stairs of my apartment. I'm like, hey, man, do you think maybe you could do that like the opposite direction into the grass and maybe not into my car? And he just goes, oh, my bad, dude. This is like a 7, 8-year-old kid who doesn't know any better. And so I'm not going to blast the kid. But I also taught special ed for 3 years. I've worked with kids. I ran a music school for 6 years. Like I know kids. And so the kid he's smashing the ice into my car, and he only knows me as the Onewheel gadget guy. So I feel okay saying this to him because usually I'm pretty chill with this kid. I like ride by him and I give him fives. This kid's smashing ice into my car. I say, hey, man, do you think you could do it the other way? And he goes, my bad. And I just went, something clicked in me, Billy. I don't know what happened, but when kids do that, it drives me nuts because he's not thinking. And that he didn't learn anything from me asking him not to. He's just listening and then waiting for me to stop talking. So I said, my bad? What's your bad? And he like, that snapped him out of it. Like, wait, I have to think now? What do you mean? And I said, you realize that's a lot of money that I have to pay if you chip my car with that paint. I have to pay a lot of the money right like that, right?
I don't think he understands that.
Yeah, and perfectly said, Belly, because there's all of my education with kids and all this. You know what the kid did? Okay, cool. He hit it one time the other way into the grass, and then another time back towards me into my window, and he hit me in the face.
Oh, well.
Dude hit me in the face with ice.
Mandy would like to know, is this the same kid who asked if you were best friends?
It is. Yes, it is. It is
All
the
right.
kid who asked Mandy and I if we were best friends. We were riding together in the pump track. So, Mandy, very good. Very good. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. If you try to reason with a child, you're probably not going to win. You might get ice in your face. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, it's all XR and how to pre-order your flight fins. We'll do board mods. We'll do it all next with Bodhi Harrison right here on the voice of Onewheel. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back after this.
Marinate Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow cook delicious melodies of taste and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Western. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day!
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
Luch Dog hanging out with you on the voice of Onewheel with Bodhi Harrison. What's up, Belly?
It's DJ Lucio.
Having fun with you guys on another Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Belly, hit us with the social media lounge. What's going on in there?
Everyone's a few people are commenting on the song now, liking it. People have been commenting and glad Bodhi's okay. People are saying that their moms would be freaking out if they called about insurance.
My mom would absolutely freak out. My mom actually has a little bit of a mom crush on Bodhi, by the way. She thought he was adorable last time. Did you know that?
Oh, I believe that.
So there's that.
Your mom has good taste.
Yes. She also finds Belly attractive. Mom, you're setting me up for all kinds of mom jokes. This is terrible. Keep it clean. Anything else in the social media lounge? Remember, you guys can just go into the chat room. You can always text us at 571-354-7338. We love your input. Again, it's 571-354-7338. Or you can call that number to the Magic Robots call-in line. Because 4 out of 5 sociology majors claim Magic Robots gear makes you potentially 3% more attractive. So there's that. Thanks for joining us, Bodhi. Thanks for being patient, dude. Let's get into the Flight Fender, which is kind of a board mod. We want to do board mods today. I'm not going to blast the Fangs thing. I'm not going to blast the training wheels. I just have thoughts on it, and I would like to discuss that. We'll do that in the third segment. We also have to give away the commenters from last week, and of course, I'm going to do something very, very fun for you donators. So get your get your donations in to the Float Life Fund. You can do that at litmradio.com. Just scroll down to the middle and get your donations in. We will do a donators giveaway today, and it will be a good one. I promise that. So, Bodhi, XR, we'll do that, and then Flight Fins. Let's go in that order. You were in the XR commercial. What are your thoughts on the board, man? I mean, do you like it? Do you recommend it? You're scared about all of the things breaking? What are you hearing?
Well, first of all, I'm going to start with when I was filming that commercial for them, they hadn't put the new firmware on those boards yet, so I don't know how the new firmware rides. But the battery life on them was so rad.
Yeah.
We literally, both days we were filming out in the desert, the board stayed charged all day, and we finished the day like still with battery on the freaking boards. Like the battery life on them is insane.
I mean, I got mine the other day, guys. Belly, it's insane. He's right. It is. Put it this way. The biggest thing that I can tell is that your anxiety of battery going out just melts away. Mm-hmm. It melts away. And it's really weird because I know, okay, I can probably hit this feature that, I mean, you've seen it. I call this place Float Field because around us there's Springfield. There's a lot of fields. There's a lot of fields. So
we live off of Westfields.
Westfields, right? So there's a lot of fields out here. Like Jeff has Floatville out in, or Floatopia, excuse me.
Yeah.
So we are Float Field. That's what I'm coining for us right out here in Centerville, Virginia. Float Field. There's a lot of like natural grass features around, and they're all within like 2 miles. But I can't hit them all in one charge unless I do one time each.
On the Plus.
But on the XR, dudes, I can spend as much time on each feature as I want and come home an hour and a half later, and I still have
all of you new XR riders.
35% battery, guys. I mean, I'm talking, I did what I know to be a plus full charge, came back, then realized I hadn't even hit the 50% warning yet. So then I did another run that I know is a full charge, got that in, still had 35% left. And I'm in all delirium and all grass. And that was 10 miles.
And carving.
And carving hard, dude. This XR battery life, hard, Bodhi. So that's my thoughts. It is, I feel like I went on last week and I was a little bit negative in highlighting the fact that we need to demand better from Future Motion. And I want to make sure that I'm objective in reporting this to you guys. I found my XR to be extremely awesome. Like incredible, worth the purchase. I found the low-end torque to be a lot better. Like if I'm at a standstill, Bodhi, and I'm kind of like, my board is deciding, do you want to disengage or are you just trying to like stay still at a stopping light? My Plus, maybe it's because it's 1,000 miles in, but it's very like the low-end torque, it wants to give out. However, I could just kick it all day on the XR just in a standstill. And it's like, cool, what do you want to do? You want to go anywhere? You want to just stay here? We're good.
My Pluses do that too.
Right? So I think that's something that's huge for the XR. And the last thing I wanted to say, the extra 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, it does give it a little bit more of a sturdy feeling, but it doesn't there's no clearance issues. I could get over all the things that I wanted to get over. So I really enjoyed riding it. Those are my first impressions. I just wanted to get them out there so that I'm being honest with you. The XR is fucking badass, guys. It's amazing. And if you don't have a board, get the XR. I mean, why? I mean, the Plus is great, but there's no reason not to spend the extra $200, $300.
My only thing, I'm curious because when I was on the XRs filming for that commercial, if you saw, I do two rock drops in the commercial. One was like these two huge boulders, and I like drop onto one boulder and like drop off that boulder, and then I did like a little mini cliff off of a rock, and like we were banging them around pretty bad. But I've seen a few posts in the owners group of people that were like, I went off a curb and my board broke, which is
that's what we were about.
Really lame.
Bodhi, that's what we were reporting last week, and that's true. There was a lot of people. There was like three. I think now it's up to 5 or 6 people that had a really tough go around with the first shipments, and that happened, guys. That happened with the Plus. That happened with the V1. I mean, there are always, I guess, bugs and lemons to work out. That's typically why you don't buy something immediately on the pre-order, unless it's like a Flight Fins where you know it's just going to work right out of the box. However, I have to be honest. I beat the shit out of it, Bodhi. I purposely went around yesterday and I beat the crap out of it. I took it to like my grass it's like a half pipe. Like literally it goes like a straight wall up. But because of the angle, you can get all the way up it. But if you do a trick at the top of the wall, that one wheel is going to just come tumbling down it. And I let it do that on purpose a couple times just to see if it would brick. I rode around in grass. One thing I noticed, the surging that everybody hated at first with the Andromeda update, now that we've all gotten used to it, the surging on the XR, it has to be a little different because I hit a situation that you guys I think will all appreciate. If you're in grass and you hit a little bit of a spot that's a wet spot, Bodhi, and this is where a fender is super helpful, and you get the wheel slip and you just slip out and you skid. You know what I'm talking about? In wet grass, like almost like a puddle of grass where it's like you can't ride in this.
Yeah.
I literally hydroplaned through it. Stayed on the board, never even touched the nose or the tail to the ground. The surge allowed me to have enough torque at the low end to literally hydroplane through it and stay up. It was an incredible feeling, and it was something that 100% chance, if I hit that kind of a situation in my Plus, I'm going down every time. But I can promise you, the XR actually kept me up and just skidded me through it. It was insane.
That's rad.
It's like really like it's a difference. It's just it makes a lot of difference, and I think it's just got a little bit of extra power too. But I beat the shit out of it, guys. I rode it around in a little bit of water, a little bit of salt water, to be honest with you. Like it was salted, and I'm talking way too much here because I just wanted to get that out there. I know, Bodhi, I know, but I wanted to give an honest review for you guys because I was pretty hard on Future Motion last week. I got to be honest with you. It stood up to all my tests, and I beat the shit out of it.
Nice.
So can you tell us about riding in that commercial? What was that experience like? I mean, that's got to be kind of like a dream come true for you, right?
Yeah, it was super cool. They flew me out there and we drove like 5 hours from the airport to the shooting location in like the middle of the desert. It was like Navajo territory. One of the places we filmed that is where Forrest Gump stops running across the world and turns around.
Oh, nice.
Bodhi wants to hear from you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And it was super cool. I was with Mike Traveres, who's one of the main reps for them, who actually gave me my first ever river surfing lesson, and who's the person that introduced me to onewheeling. So I got much love for him. And a few really cool girls. This guy, Jonah Williams, who's like a super incredible skier. And it was just like a really fun time, just
Bodhi,
hanging out.
What is it like to be recognized by the company as a top rider and to be invited to something like that? I mean, do you pinch yourself? Do you just you're like, yeah, of course they do, because I'm badass. Like, where are you coming at? What's your mindset with that?
It was just incredible. Like, I was really grateful for it. Like I don't really think of myself as the top rider in the community because I'm really hard on myself when it comes to everything. But it was just like super cool to be recognized by them finally and have them ask me to come be in one of their commercials. Like it was a really cool experience, and I really hope to do a lot more stuff like that. Like I'm super duper passionate about photo and video stuff. That's like my hobby and my passion other than board sports.
Grabbing some footy, bro. Grabbing some footy. That's from you? Isn't that something that you say you call footage footy? Is that correct?
Oh yeah, footy,
Okay.
clips, bangers.
Told you. We did this on the
like
show.
bangers.
Belly and I did this on. We were on a pre-show for Luch Dog in the Morning, which is the comedy variety show. It's a morning show we do on Wednesdays and Fridays, right here on the same channel, TTR Studios at 10 a.m. live, and that's starting to blow up too. So if you like watching in the live chat here, the live chat in those shows is really starting to be a fun thing too. We do giveaways and stuff there as well. But man, I just, oh boy. This never happens to me. I literally just forgot where I was talking about.
You were talking about the word footy and using it in a
So
sentence.
Belly and I were in the middle of a pre-show meeting. That never happens to me. I'm sorry. And I told him, yeah, man, abbreves that abbrev for no reason really piss me off. Like abbrev shortens the word, abbreviation to abbrev. But footy and footage, I go, that crazy man Bodhi over there, I know he calls it footy, but that doesn't shorten the word.
It almost does. It's
Footy?
like 3 letters less.
It shortens the word, but it's just it flows better.
Okay. All right. I'm down. Stro agrees. I know Stro agrees. Shout out to him and all you guys watching. Thank you for listening and
Boy,
doing that live.
Stro, what's up, buddy?
So another commercial that you were in, I know, was the flight fins. Now, this wasn't for the flight fender. The flight fender is going on pre-order tomorrow, and you guys can go to the website at flightfins.com at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That is, what is that? That is 4 p.m. Eastern, and you can go ahead and pre-order your flight fins. Your flight fender. So that is a fender with fins that you can attach. You don't have to do any screwing into or drilling into your actual existing fender. Leaves the top of your wheel open, but it does protect your board from any kind of debris. I mean, tell us about this, Bodhi. You did that.
When the board's on the wheel, like if it rolls, the fins or the fender doesn't touch the ground.
Okay,
so
exactly the situation I was talking about, where if it's like bouncing down a hill, because the top of the fender is cut out, it's not going to bust on you.
Nope.
So that's amazing. So tell us about them. I mean, you were like the prototypical flight fin guy. So what are your thoughts, man? Do we buy them? Do we need them?
Yep. Absolute necessity, dude.
Why?
Like I can't really. I don't want a one wheel without them now. Like when I got home, I wasn't able to take a pair home because they're still kind of like dialing in the the design before they produced them.
Sure.
And I got back on my wheel without fins. I was like, this sucks.
What is it that makes it so much better? I mean, why? I mean, just control?
Yeah, exactly. Like even if you're not doing the stuff that I was doing, like jumping and spinning and doing all that kind of craziness, just being able to like lock your feet in. Like if you ever do any banks like you do on the grass, like you lock your feet in, and when you're pushing on your heels really hard or like pushing on your toes, you're not getting that lift in your feet. It gets kind of scary. You can literally just crank the board up.
I'm fairly certain
Also,
you
like,
just sold Luch Dog on him.
Yeah, you literally just sold me right there. That's exactly what I need. I want to feel like I'm connected to the board, but can exit the board whenever I want. And the geniuses at theflightfins.com figured out a way to do it. So Michael and Ori, I know you guys, just shout out to you for making something awesome.
You should have seen, if you're worried about getting locked in that board, you should have seen some of the falls that I took. I never got caught in that thing.
Is it really that easy to get out of it? I mean, you're not worried about getting your ankle all squirrely and getting stuck in there?
No, because they have like that little angle to them. So when your feet, like when you fall, your feet kind of pop out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really awesome. They allow you to do curb nudges way easier because you can just roll up to a curb and just pull up on your foot. I just jump up curbs now with them. But they make extreme riding way better. They make just cruising way better. They just like totally make the one wheel a better machine. I think it like makes it more like snowboarding and skateboarding where you can like really move that board around.
I see that we've got social media lounge comments, but can we get somebody to call? I want. Go ahead and open one up, but I want to call in for Bodhi as well. So let's go to the social media lounge.
So I've got a question here from Rebecca Randolph, and it says, "Do you think inexperienced riders would benefit from flight fins, or would we wait until we have more board time?"
100% yes, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree definitely because like I was saying, like being able to lock into your board gives you so much more control, especially with turning. Because if you haven't really figured out like the finesse of turning your board and carving, being able to lock your feet in and crank up on your heel and toe edge gives you way more control. And for those beginner riders, if you're wanting to learn how to do like reverts and like playful little like going up on curbs, coming back down, like any like fun little playful tricks, makes it way better.
We are going to
you
break
have
down
so much more control.
We are going to break down 2 tricks for you today: the pop shove it and the sex change. We'll do that in the third segment. But yes, I believe firmly that even a first-time rider would like this because it only gives you more stability. I think the scariness from riding is like, are my feet going to get come off of this thing? I know it's got grip tape, but like, how much am I going to really get on my toe edge? How much am I really going to get on my my heel edge? And as an inexperienced rider, you don't realize how much more you have that you can lean. And I think having that that stability would only help you have more confidence to do so. I would like a phone call for Bodhi before we go to break. 571-354-7338, the Magic Robots call-in line, because Magic Robots loves you. Hit me up right now with a question for Bodhi. You're not going to win anything. You're just going to participate for the show, because if I don't get participation, I'm not going to give away the amazing thing that I'm planning on getting. But I'm just going to give away a flight fender today. I'm going to buy you a flight fender. That's what I'm doing for the donators. But I'm not doing it if I don't get a phone call. So let's go. Participate with the show. 571-354-7338 for a question from Bodhi, or just to give him some love, because we love to spread the stoke on here too. One more time, 571-354-7338. If you guys participate, I will pre-order a flight fender for somebody at the end of the show. Donator giveaway. How about that?
How about that? That's always a good deal.
It's always fun. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I will also, I'm not going to DJ anymore, though. That was fun. But did you have any thoughts on warranties while we're waiting for something to come in there, Bodhi? Because I feel like that's something that's a little, like, people get a lot of... Okay, put it this way. Somebody wrote, it's like a car company saying your warranty is no longer valid because you changed the tire on your car. How is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree about how like the warranty can get kind of finicky and weird, but that's kind of how all warranties are, because like when you're changing your tire, you're taking the whole board apart. You have to take the wheel out, you have to unplug the thing. Like you could have broken something when you unplugged the thing.
It's a good point.
And, like,
it's more than just a tire change.
That's with that certain tire, and like I think the grip tape thing is dumb.
But tell people what you're talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like how changing the grip tape on your foot pad voids your foot pad warranty.
Yeah, a lot of people might not know that.
But the truth to that is, if you take your grip tape off and pull it straight up instead of pulling it back, it is like cranking on the sensors.
Absolutely,
So
you cannot pull up on it. That is a terrible idea. You got to pull backwards so that you're not pulling the sensor up. I actually almost did that to my board. Bodhi, I think we got a call coming in for you, sir. So
we'll go with that.
Beautiful. All right, let's do it. Caller, welcome to the show. This is the voice of Onewheel. Who are you and where are you from?
Hey, this is Bradley Spence again. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, but I'm road tripping around the U.S. still.
What's up, Brad? Thanks for calling in, man. We were about to talk about you for a second because I know Bodhi's got a pair of your Boulder denim jeans. I also do. They are.
Well, I don't know if he got them yet, but we sent him his gift card where he can order whatever he wants on the site. So
fantastic.
I just wanted to welcome Bodhi to the team, and I actually haven't spoken to him over the phone yet. We've only communicating over Instagram. So welcome to the team, Bodhi.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm so stoked.
Thanks, Bradley. We'll try. I think we got another one coming in. Can we pick it up? Is it already gone? Fantastic. All right, Bradley, thank you, bud.
Cheers.
He's the man. And he owns Boulder denim jeans. They're really stretchy jeans, and he sent me a pair because he wanted to show us what it's like to ride in these jeans. They're really stretchy. They're almost like sweatpants stretchy. And they have got like a secret pocket in one of the pockets. It's got like a zipper in it, so you can stash whatever you need to stash. Wink, wink. And then, I mean, honestly, like I just feel like they're amazing jeans. I wouldn't say that if I didn't. I don't put anything on here that I don't believe in myself. So thank you for the calls coming in. Bradley, thank you for calling. His jeans are from Boulder Denim Jeans. You can check them out all over the internet. He's from Canada, but they are really, really nice riding pants. I know McCosker likes them too. So, all right. Man, this is really flying by. We'll do a quick break. When we get back, I will give away a flight fender. I will do that. I will buy you for $79. You got another call coming in now?
Another call coming in.
All right, do that. I'm good. You can't throw me off. But I am going to buy you guys the flight fender. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. So if you buy two, it's going to be cheaper than if you buy one. I'm going to buy two on Monday when they go on pre-order at flightfins.com, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to buy one for myself. And then I'm going to buy one for somebody in the donator giveaway at the end of the show. Caller, who are you? Where are you from?
JB from Ohio.
Oh, JB or JP?
JB.
JB with the B.
Yes, sir. JB, what's up,
boy.
dude? How long you been riding? Do you have an XR yet?
No, my XR will be here at the end of the month. I've been riding, don't laugh, I've been riding a trotter for about a year because it was about half the price to buy 2 trotters to learn how to ride, because I am not a board sport rider. I don't ride a skateboard or snowboard, or I am not very, I don't have a lot of balance, so I really wanted to just give this a test before I went all in.
Smart. And it's only going to get easier from here because I've never ridden a trotter, but I can tell you from all the reviews, the one wheel is a lot easier to ride, a lot more power, a lot sturdy. So if you can ride a trotter, dude, you're gonna love life when you get over to the one wheel world.
Oh, for sure. I know that the trotter, that the foot sensors are a little weird, so when you step on it, it wants to go backwards before going forwards. It's kind of awkward, and it's been really hard to teach any of my friends to learn how to ride.
Do you know why that is, JB? Why would that be?
I have no idea. I know that they have the kind of weird sensors, so it's not the normal foot pad sensors. It's got these little pressure doodads. I don't really know how to explain it.
Pressure doodads good. That's good.
Pressure doodads work. They're like 2 little black suction cups that push down on the PCB board. So instead of like a big square sensor to step on. So when you press down on them, if you press too hard, you're just putting so much power going backwards. So like when I've seen people ride one wheels, I haven't really seen people wobble back and forth as much as I've seen people on the trotter.
No,
so I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing at all. Sorry about that. I don't know what that audio was. No, that's not a thing. So you'll love that when you come over from Trotterville. And if anybody doesn't know what a trotter is, it's just like you said, it's a little bit less of an expensive version of a one wheel. It's kind of like a more, it's more affordable version, but it's not nearly as much of a tank as our baby is. JB, I can't wait for you to get aboard. Do you have a question for Bodhi before we let you go?
Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to call in about. I wanted to know, what is your favorite trick to do with the flight fins?
Bodhi is going to answer that for you. I'm going to drop you so you can go back to the live stream because you can't hear him on the phone. So thank you for the call, JB from Ohio. Let's get to Bodhi's answer so you can hear it on the live stream. Bodhi, what's your answer, bud?
I think so far, my favorite trick would be backside 180s, because you can actually like pop and spin 180s.
The backside, meaning you're opening. Whoa. You're opening up the heel side? Is that what you're doing? You're opening up to your heel?
No, so backside grinds and spins are opposite. So backside would be like I'm right foot forward. I'd be spinning counterclockwise.
Got it.
A front side board slide or like front side 50-50, I'm going that same way, but spins and grinds are opposite.
Why is it that the 180 is just the most fun thing to do on the planet, especially if you're on like a bank of like grass or something? It's just so much fun for me.
Well, because like I'm a skater and snowboarder, you know, I like jumping and spinning and doing things, and eventually I'm gonna have 360s on flight fins. So it's just like really fun. I don't know, like in one of the videos, I was at Stoner Plaza, the skate park in Los Angeles, where there's this really famous gap. It's
yeah,
like
seen it. Yeah,
every skate video, and like I pop a 180 off that, and I don't know, just the ability to be able to like jump and like legit spin tricks with your board still on your feet is just, I don't know. At this point, it's so fun, and I got to ride the flight fins those first like 2 days, and then I haven't been able to ride since. So I've still got a whole lot more stuff to do. I mean, like Chris Richardson's doing grabs, and
he's insane. I love him. I love watching his videos. Dude is nuts, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
Bodhi, let's go to break. You have frozen on our screen, and it is actually kind of a decent freeze. Like, usually when people screen freeze, we like to take a screenshot and then collect it because it's really funny, and then we can play a montage. But you look so badass on this screen freeze right now. You're just like big shoulders, belly. What does he look like right now?
He's got the serious face
yeah.
on. He's got the, I mean, it's actually the perfect, like, frozen screen face.
It's almost like he's not Skyping. We just gave us a picture to use. But what we're going to do, Bodhi, is we're going to go to break. We're going to drop your call, and then we're going to call you right back so that we can get you unfrozen, and then we'll do our donator giveaway to everybody when we get back, and we're ready to rock. So let's do that. Thank you guys for hanging out. It is a fantastic Tuesday. The weather's getting warm. Your board is on the way, or maybe you just have a Plus or a V1. Foot pads are now for sale. There's a whole lot of good news coming from Future Motion, so enjoy it. Strap it on. Segment 3 coming up next. Welcome back, folks. It is your boy Luch Dog in the morning, hanging out with you on the Voice of Onewheel every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you like this, you will absolutely love our morning show live every Wednesday and Friday. That's right, 10 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time. We do an hour. We do giveaways too, but really it's a lot of fun talk and me getting made fun of. So let's have fun with that. Hopefully he will join us tomorrow morning for Luch Dog in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern on channel TTR Studios with YouTube. So Bodhi, what we are doing right now is we're pulling up our Belly's just doing a whole lot of stuff. That's why Bodhi's not on the screen. He is with us. So Bodhi, hello. Thank you for joining us once again.
What up, what up?
We're doing our donator giveaways and also our commenter giveaways, because remember last show we said if you comment on last show's video, we will then come on this show and choose one of the comments randomly to be a winner, because we do the donator giveaway and we do the live caller giveaway, but what we haven't done lately is we haven't had a chance to give something away to somebody. Belly, do it on the mic. Go ahead. Hold on, go ahead. What's going on? There's a huge problem in TTR Studios. What's the matter?
Second, I have to have him muted because I have to go to YouTube to go to the YouTube stream or the comments.
So I got to mute Bodhi. I got to kill Bodhi.
Well, just for a second.
Bodhi, say goodbye for 30 seconds.
Bye, y'all.
He'll be back. All right, so Belly's doing stuff in the back end of things. And so what we're doing is we wanted to give a reason. We wanted to have a giveaway for people who couldn't watch live, who didn't feel like donating, but just really were fans of the show. All you had to do was just comment on last week's episode. So what Belly's doing is he's pulling that up, but yes, that's right. The audio would start playing over Bodhi. So he's making that happen. We will randomly pick a comment, and that person will be sent a Bluetooth speaker. Bodhi, welcome back, sir. You're with us again. Sorry about that.
What up?
So, Bodhi, do you rock a Bluetooth speaker at all when you ride?
Yeah, I have like 5.
Do you? And so you don't go like headphones. You rock speaker?
I usually use headphones, but if I'm riding with friends, I'll do a speaker so we can all vibe.
So now how do you mount it, or are you using it like in a pocket? Like how does that happen?
My go-to is I have a UE roll speaker.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
It's like UE and then roll.
Okay.
And on the back of it is like this little clip. There's like 2 straps that go along the back that are stretchy. And then there's like a little hook at the end. So like along the back, like I can unhook it and like hook it to my belt loop or like to the strap of my backpack. And it's waterproof, so I like hook it on my paddle when I'm paddleboarding.
Wow.
In the summer, just like chilling.
Smart. Well, from the Social Media Lounge, are you looking forward to riding Chicken Dinner Trail again in Salida from Gmo?
Am I what?
Are you looking forward to riding Chicken Dinner Trail again in Salida with Gmo? Belly, what did you set me up to ask right now? What is this?
I don't know why you're calling him Gmo.
Because that's his nickname.
Oh, Gmo.
Guillermo Loria. He's part of the DC group.
Ooh.
So that bombed. Okay. No, he's not looking. Gmo, thanks for the question. Appreciate the participation.
Us is the question.
Buddy, are you here?
Yeah, it just froze on me for like a few seconds.
It's all
right
good.
there.
Gotcha. Okay, internet. So do you know what I'm talking about with the Chicken Dinner Trail, or can I move on?
Yeah, no. Chicken Dinner Trail is the shit.
Okay.
And I hope Gmo's been working out so we can make it up to the top, all right? And I cannot wait to go ride that with you, Gmo.
All right, hell yeah. So let's do the commenter giveaway. I think we have a little bit of internet wonkiness, but that's fine. So Billy, are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So what are we doing? Are you going to do it on screen, or are we just going to call them out?
I'm just switching it right over right now.
We're doing it on screen. We're going to go totally legit here at TTR Studios. So these are the comments. And what he's going to do is he's going to pull up a random number generator, and we're just going to count through.
So we have about 14 comments. Now it shows 19, but there's some are replies to other comments, like us replying.
Right. So 14 real comments.
So we have 14 real comments.
Here it is. This is for a Bluetooth speaker.
Thank you for commenting. And this is for the Bluetooth speaker. So we've got 14. Random number generator is going to click.
Here we go. Oh,
Boom.
That's easy. 14. Who's last?
I believe.
No, wait, no. Oh, okay.
Got it.
He's going to the donators. All right, here we go. The last commenter is
Copy Imitation. That's actually our most recent caller.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
That's
JB.
who that was, JB?
Yep.
Oh, no shit. This dude's been all over our stuff, and I really appreciate it. He's been critical and then also, but like very like objective, and I appreciate his comments. So, yeah. JB, there you go. You call in and you get the good vibes, and now you want a free Bluetooth speaker. So, JB, hit me up on Facebook or anywhere, we'll get in contact with you and we'll send you your Bluetooth speaker. I still owe Kevin Barrett his. So Kevin, I haven't forgotten about you, but let's get back to Bodhi here. So congratulations again to the winner. However, Bodhi, real quick, how do we have this conversation in 5 minutes? Because I am going to give away a free flight fender at the end of the show to a donator. So still, you have 4 minutes to go over to the Float Life Fund. Go over to LITM Radio, scroll down to the middle. As long as you have donated something that puts you in the running, feel free to donate however much or little as you want. Now, board mods is something that we wanted to talk about a lot. So
right.
I'm going to open the floor to you. I said that if we have to go 3 minutes long today, we will.
If we go long today, I don't think anyone will mind.
All right, fine. Because I have one thing on the fangs and all the nosedive fixes that I've seen. So why don't you take it away on board mods, and then I'll finish up with that.
All right. Fast version.
Take your time. Take your time.
Let's see. Well, I got to head out of here by...
He's like, I got to go. I got stuff to do, man.
I got 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so
yeah.
Let's see. Float plates are an absolute must. Like, no matter what you do, you have to have float plates. They put like this most minuscule little tiny layer of plastic between the world and your very important components of your board. So whether you're doing nose slides and nose bonks and stuff like what me and the Float Life team are doing, or if you're just riding, doing everyday things, like you got to have float plates. And I don't know if everybody's heard, Jeff made float plates for the sides of your boards for your rails. They're called sidekicks.
We've given a few away on the show. They're fantastic. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So they're like super awesome. They stick to your rails, protect your rails. And then recently, I'm such an asshole. What's his name? Greg DeGenti, who does silver handles, sent me a handle because I never bought one because I didn't really think I needed one all that much. And now I want one for every one of my boards because they are super duper rad.
Well, I mean, is it worth it? I mean, it's not that expensive, but I'm guessing that adds a whole lot of value to your board by being able to carry it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And like, if you have a fender on your board, your tire doesn't get on your leg, so you can suitcase carry your board. Because not all of us are like super tall people. Like, I'm only 5'11", so when I carry my board by the handle, it's like this high off the ground.
I'm 5'7", dude. I feel your pain.
It's like bad on your back.
You gotta do that. Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah,
you got to carry him downstairs.
Yeah, that's also true. Try carrying that rad mini bike. Yikes. Anyway, okay, what else you got?
And talking about handles, I've seen a couple other ones around, but definitely the silver handles are the flyest, and he's making them in black now too, I believe.
Yeah, slick.
And so yeah, float plates, fenders.
I know we're going long, but I got to stop you real quick. Are you worried at all that the XRs we don't have float plates for them? They kind of have them built in. That bothers the shit out of me because I can't replace them.
They're not built in, but I'll tell you what, Float Life's cooking something up.
Okay. All right. There it is. Breaking news right here on the Voice of Onewheel. Float Life has something for you. If you are like me and you just got your brand new XR and you refuse to go anywhere near a curb because you don't want to scratch up your brand new board, Float Life's got you covered, apparently.
Of course, Float Life.
I didn't say that. We're cooking something up.
Right? Okay, we'll leave it at that. We're cooking something up. All right, very well done. McCosker, shout out. Thank you for your work, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so fenders. I can see why people wouldn't ride with fenders, but even if it's not wet where you're riding, I can't stand having to stop all the time. Having like those little mountains of rocks that build up in between my feet and the fenders.
That's why I don't ride with them, man. That's one of the main reasons I don't want a fender. I don't want to have to deal with that. But with the open fender, like a flight fender.
I'm talking about like when you don't have a fender on, how rocks come flicking up out of my tire, and like I get rocks on my foot pads.
On your foot pads, in your shoes. Sometimes they just show up in my hands when I'm riding. I'll flick has anybody else experienced that? You're riding without a fender and a rock just flicks up from the ground and lands inside your hand and you're just like, whoa, for the win. It happens all the time to me. But yeah, I see what you mean. There's all this debris that gets in between your foot pad and the wheel. Yeah, I've seen that before. Sometimes.
Yeah, and I ride a lot in the summer when I'm wearing board shorts, and I'm not a kook, so I ain't got nothing under my board shorts. They come up and tickle my nuts. And I'm not a fan.
I was like, where's he going? He's not a kook. He's going commandos where he's going. That's good.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I think fenders are super important. Craft and ride is definitely the go-to because the future motion ones are super chintzy.
I heard that they've gotten a little bit more sturdy. By the way, if you ordered the Bodhi, I was supposed to get a fender with my board. It definitely didn't ship at the same time. So if you did that whole platinum order and you're getting a fender with your board, it's coming whenever. We'll see. I'll tell you now. I got my board on Thursday last week, or Friday, excuse me. It was a day late because of the snowstorm, not Future Motion's fault. And yeah, we'll see when my fender comes. Would have loved to have it. I'll probably give it away on this show, to be honest with you, because I ain't riding with it. But Craft and Ride makes amazing fenders that you can basically stand on them. The honeycomb is sick.
No, you can stand on them.
You can
not
stand on them.
basically.
Okay.
You jump on it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I do stalls on my fender all the time and stuff. But yeah, fender's important. And Craft and Ride also makes a one tail, which is like a little tail extension for your board that makes it a little bit longer for the pluses, but it also has concave like a skateboard, which I think is super rad. And I had the one tail for my V1.
Quick question, because I know we got to go quick, but dude, would you be able to ride that with the flight fins? Like, because your foot is further back, would you just basically have to adjust?
Well, your foot can be wherever you want it to be. Like your foot has to be up against the fenders, up against the fins, no matter what. So it'd kind of be like if you're doing tricks, you slide your feet in, and then if you're carving, you kick your foot back. But like my favorite part about the one tail is having that concave. It gives you more heel toe control.
And he's talking from the heel and toe side, not from the outsides of your board. He's talking about there's more. It gives more to your heel and more to your toe, so that you can get a lot more control, like he said, from the social media lounge.
So one more for the from the social media lounge. I just wanted to let Bodhi know he's not alone. JSB9Z is exactly why he uses the flight fender. Same reason, the board shorts.
That's why he rides a fender and probably will get a flight fender. 30 seconds on this. Why did you not mention fangs or training wheels?
I don't think they're necessary, man. I feel like if those are on your board and you nose dove, it would make the crash so much worse.
So much worse. Now, whoever is the guy who invented these, you got the fangs out there. You've got the Grill Saver 3000 I saw. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. If you want to make something and try to improve your riding, that's awesome. I'm just saying from experienced riders, the reason that the experienced riders get frustrated, and you see in the Facebook groups a lot of pushback from the experienced riders saying, man, why are you putting training wheels on this that's going to make it more out of control? It's not because we're saying you're not cool enough to ride like we do. It's what we're saying is, listen, man, if you would take the time to respect the board and learn to ride within its limits, you don't need these. And quite frankly, if they were to work at a high-speed nosedive, I got to be honest with you, I think it's going to end up worse for you. How are wheels going to slow down, which is what I'm reading? They're telling all these noobs to buy them because it's going to slow down your nosedive and then you can practice getting off a lot easier. No, that's not at all what's going to happen. That's not at all what's going to happen. It's going to increase. It's going to at least maintain the speed of your nosedive, and you're not ready for it. And now you're going to go out of control because you're freaking out. And I got to be honest with you guys. I've never nosedived like that. I've been at 1,200 miles at this point. If you learn to respect the board, all the nosedive is, all these fangs and all these training wheels are doing is teaching you that you have something to fix your crappy riding. And that's why experienced riders get mad at this, because it's teaching you to not ride correctly and to not worry about how dangerous this can be if you go past pushback. So, I mean, honestly, if you're riding safe, you're fine. You don't need these. And if you're riding out of control, I got to be honest with you. My personal opinion, it's going to make things so much worse for you. Just so much worse. Am I wrong, Bodhi?
Yeah, I mean, if you nosedive and then you're down on these wheels going high speed, I feel like the boards can turn. It can just totally just dip out and huck you off of it.
Thank you. And I mean, if you're going into traffic and stuff, man, you're coming down a hill and there's a street, I've ridden out a pretty bad nosedive, and I mean, you're able to ride it out without wheels. If you add wheels to it, it's only going to maintain your speed. It's going to slow you down. What's the matter with these people saying it's going to slow you down? And I'm sorry to the creator of these things. If it makes you feel better, and if there's anybody out there who's a little older and just gives you peace of mind, go for it. Buy it. That's awesome. I'm here to tell you, if you ride the right way, you don't need it. You really don't need them.
This is powerful.
What's that?
The placebo effect is powerful.
There you go. All right, so do we have a phone call coming in or what now? Belly's got a lot going on. No?
Not from. It wasn't from.
Oh, it's just for me. All right, cool. So let's go to the final giveaway. But Bodhi, is there anything that I didn't let you get to because we're going a little fast here at the end? Is there anything we missed?
Nope.
Beautiful.
Spread the stuff. Keep shredding.
Keep shredding. All right, so let's do it. Let's do the donator giveaway. Belly, are you ready for this?
I'm always ready now.
Thank you all for donating to the Float Life Fund. Look at that. We've already raised $1,170, and 75% of that is going straight to the Float Life Fest this year in Asheville, North Carolina, October 12th, that weekend. So it's going to be a blast. We've got all these donators, and damn it, I forget the guy's name who sent me. Somebody sent me a Google script that we can implement so that you'll have numbers next to all of the entries, so you don't have to count on air. Great. But I actually told him but it's kind of funny watching Belly count on air. So let's.
No, it's not, because I keep messing it up.
That's
especially now that there's 49 donators. If I have to count to like 36, I'm definitely. I will DJ a song.
Today. I will DJ a song while you count. So will you please go to the the donator giveaway. Let's go to the random generator, and let's do this thing. Out of how many people?
49 entries. Of course, we have some doubles and some people that keep donating, which we always appreciate and thank you.
That gives you more of a chance to win, so feel free to get all your donations in.
Unless you've already won here.
Sorry, Bob.
Voice of Onewheel.
But I will I will pre-order a flight fender for you tomorrow, as long as they're in stock, and I will get on there right at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Remember, where you do that is flightfins.com, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Belly, who is getting a free flight fender? Number 19, right in the middle. Oh, boy. That's scary.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, I'll play music while you figure this out. No, that's terrible. Let's do this one. Here you go. Belly's counting. Here we go.
Just going to double check. The winner.
Are you ready?
I think I am ready. I think
all right, who is getting
along with me and found it?
Amanda did?
It's Tony Howard.
Tony Howard from Portland, Oregon. Long-time listener, couple times caller, first-time winner. Congratulations, Tony Howard.
Yeah, it's looking like that's it.
Wow, good for him. That's exciting. Flight Fender going your way. Remember, you can pre-order them on flightfins.com, 1 p.m. Pacific time. They will be on pre-order, and they are going to sell out, so make sure you get them quick. Thanks again to Michael and Ori, the brothers that created the Flight Fins, the Flight Fender, and all of this. They were guests of the show. They're friends of the show, and they are awesome riders as well. So, Bodhi, that does it for us, dude. Is there anything that you would like to leave the people with before I get you out of here?
No. Keep it, Bode. I love you all. I can't wait to see all the tricks that continue to come out on the group, and I'm stoked to get out on my board again and be able to inspire and teach. And again, like I said on the first podcast, if anybody has any questions they'd like to ask me, you don't have to call into the show, but please do. You can hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram. My phone number's on Instagram. Call me. If you have any questions on tricks, any questions on equipment, like I'm a bank of information, and I'm here for every single one of you guys.
There are not many riders with the skill that he has that have the level head and the lack of just, I'm the man. This dude is literally one of the coolest guys that we know. He's the second time he's been on the show, and he is a wealth of knowledge waiting for you. So hit him up on Instagram, Bodhi Harrison, on everything that he does, BODHIHARRISON. Bodhi Harrison, Bode Mode. Thanks for joining us today. You are the man, and he will be back, I'm sure. Just hopefully he heals up. Belly, we got to get the hell out of here.
Get well soon there, Bode.
Get well soon, Bode. For all of you out there listening, thanks for your participation. We will do a live caller giveaway next. Thanks to all the winners. Thanks to all the listeners. We will see you guys tomorrow for Luch Dog in the morning at 10 a.m. right here on the channel TTR Studios on YouTube. For Belly, Matt LaBelle, and all of us here at TTR Studios, Bodhi Harrison, and all you riders, go get your float on. This is the voice of Onewheel.